Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about grains. Okay, so the first thing is determining what a grain is. So it is an entire seed of a plant. It consists of three parts, and each part has its own nutrients, and combined it has a variety of B vitamins, fiber, antioxidants, minerals, even some protein and starchy carbohydrates. So when we talk about including grains into your diet, we just mean the whole grain. We want all three parts so that you can receive its full benefit. Okay, so now we just have to find the difference between refined grains, enriched grains, and whole grains that you probably see often on the ingredients list when you're out grocery shopping. So refined grains are considered not the whole seed. So we mentioned earlier that it consists of three parts: the bran, endosperm, and the germ. And so when one or more is missing, it's considered a refined grain. So examples of this is white rice and white flour. Enriched grains mean that the original grain has been stripped from its nutrients, and then they go back and add some of it, but not all of it. And so you'll be missing out on the nutrients that it once had. So examples of this would be enriched whole wheat that you'll see on the back of bread and flours. And then whole grains, it just has all three parts. You'll get the full benefits of the nutrients that it holds. Okay, so this chart would just give you an idea of the differences between all three. So by choosing 100% whole wheat flour, you'll see that you receive 100% of its nutrients, the vitamins, the fiber, and the minerals. When you look at refined wheat flour, which is the red, orange bar, you'll see that almost less than half, and a majority of your nutrients have been stripped, and you just have more than half of your folate and protein. And then the yellow is enriched. That means that it's been stripped of its nutrients, and then they add back a few more. And you'll see here that it's actually missing a lot of its original nutrients, but you'll see that some of the B vitamins have been added back, exceeding its original amount, as well as iron and folate. So why should we be eating more whole grains? They provide us with nutrients, complex carbohydrates, which keeps you full longer. This also has dietary fiber that helps with constipation and reducing blood cholesterol and heart disease and type 2 diabetes. Several B vitamins that are important for metabolism and release energy from protein, fat, and carbohydrates, so it's essential for our nervous system, and it includes some minerals. Okay, so you can add grains to your diet, but if you are going from refined grains to wanting to add whole grains, I would probably recommend to start slowly, experiment, and finding out what works best for your dishes. So you can include grains as snacks into your main meal and into baked goods. Spreading it out throughout the day is great if it makes it easier for you, whichever works best. If you enjoy eating salads, for example, you can add a grain to that. It'll make you feel full longer. You'll notice that maybe after you finish your salad, when you add grains to it, that you might not be as hungry, and you'll notice that there's some texture added and maybe a little bit of nuttiness too. If you want to make some muffins that are maybe targeted for the mornings to help make you feel a little bit more full rather than eating something super sweet, you can think about adding like a bran in there, buckwheat, or even spelt. They sell these at made some of the local grocery stores or health food stores as flours, and that can make an easy way to um, reduce the amount of sugar in your morning, and including whole grains. And then if you're serving snack for kids and you want them to have more grains too, popcorn and sunflower seeds are great snacking options. If it's appropriate for their age, just make sure to not have so much butter in there or salt. Have them enjoy it without it at times, to reduce the amount of fat and sodium is great. And then lastly, if you're adding it to certain dishes, they do add lots of texture and flavor and a variety to your everyday meals. Okay, so if you're looking for ideas, here's just a few, but definitely not limited to this. So one example is stuffed bell peppers. And you can definitely try experimenting with farro, brown rice, or even quinoa. There's so much more out there that you can try it, trying different types to see if maybe one works better than the other. And who knows, maybe you'll end up liking it more than white rice to add different texture to it. You can definitely add quinoa, wild rice, barley, or even wheat bulgur to salads. Soup season is almost here, and soups are already great and nutritious, and adding grains to it will help keep you full longer. It's like a liquid salad, I guess, but if you add farro, barley, wild rice, lentils, these are all other options as well. And then grains don't have to be boring, so just remember to experiment and have fun with it. If you're still looking for ideas, you can head over to thegraincouncil.org to check out some recipes. If you enjoy hot cereals, you can experiment between the different oats, between steel cut, quick oats, and rolled oats, but also there's, spelt berries and hard wheat berries, and these different types of whole grains can still be cooked and eaten as a cereal. That can be creative and different too. Hopefully this helps out a little bit, and let us know if you experiment with any new grains.